What's up, YouTube? I'm Soniibeatz, and today I'll be doing a beat breakdown for Red Light, Green Light from Squid Games. Okay, so for people that don't know, Squid Games is a popular Korean Netflix show that blew up like end of September. I just went on TikTok and I kept singing TikToks about it. RDC World made a video about it. So I checked it out, ended up watching it. It was a good show. And they had a lot of like good music that could be flipped into lo-fi sound and stuff. I'm not sure if what I made is considered lo-fi, but I consider it lo-fi. So to start off, I just took this chop from the show of the little girl singing. If you've seen the first episode, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, it's not a spoiler, so you all get to listen to it too. Alright, so I got that synced with the metronome. And then the first thing I did after that was come up with chords. This was the first synth sound that I liked, so I just started with this. And then after that, I added these vocals. Or it's not really vocals, it's from the emulator too. I just got V Collection Arteria 8, so I've just been skimming through and finding pretty good sounds. So this is what that sounds like. I also added some noises in the background. These are kind of like FX sounds that they're there, but you don't really notice that much. After that, added some more FX sounds. These are all like kind of layered on top of each other. I'm gonna just play all these together so we don't have to go back and forth. I put these two sounds on top of each other, one pan to the left, one pan to the right. I added this also. And then I also added the kind of tribal flute. I've always wanted this sound, so I'm glad that they had the sound in the pack, because I always try to recreate it. Never really sounds as good as this. There's two for the left side, two for the right side, one short, one long, one short. And that's what this sounds like. And this is what the long one sounds like. Most of these elements are kind of in the beginning. Once it gets to here, I add another synth on top. Or not synth, I add some RHODES on top. Because this kind of just starts off loud and doesn't really sustain. This sustains more. So I just added it to fill up some space. I think I transposed it down too, so it would be like lower. I think before I froze, I took off most of the low end, but it's frozen, so we can't see it now. Then after that, I added the same chords but arpeggiated. That's what this sounds like. Added a mellotron sound. After that, I added this. This is my favorite sound in the beat. Yeah, so that's my favorite part. Right before that, I had another ARP. Kind of sounds like bells just chiming everywhere. Yeah, I added the auto pan so it sounds like it's coming from all directions. That's it for all the sounds and effects. Yeah, for the intro, I do this a lot. It's kind of like an intro. I probably do it a little too much, but I usually put this drop and then some kind of vocal chop. Pretty sure I've used this combination already together, but it sounded good so I left it and it fit. Yo! And then I added vocal chops all throughout that have to do with death, killing, and stuff to do with the show, kind of. And that's what all these sound like.
Kill. Die. Take your time.
Gun.
Kill.
Son of a gun.
They're asking me if they should go on, Mr. Lofi.
And if you watch the show, these mostly make sense, especially the last one. Some of them sound a little weird because I cut them out of sentences. I was just listening through trying to find stuff that related to the show. Also, I added a reverse crash as a riser, and then I added an actual crash for the drop. I also added these effects too to make it sound a little louder. This is what it sounds like all together. In the background, I added playground sounds because it's a children's game. You know, kids play red light, green light, so I felt like it fit. And that's pretty much it for all the everything that's not the drums. I'll play it all alone so you can hear what it sounds like. Yo!
Gun.
Kill.
Son of a gun.
They're asking me if they should go on, Mr. Lofi.
So the bass gave me a lot of problems. I had a nice sounding bass, but there was like a click in it that I couldn't get rid of, and it was really annoying, so I just gave up on the bass, found a new one. Don't like it as much as the first one, but oh well, it sounds good enough. This is what that bass sounds like. Doesn't really sound much like a lo-fi bass, but it sounds pretty good altogether. I pretty much came with one pattern, duplicated it, and switched out some kicks in certain areas. And then for the snare, I layered 3 snares on top of each other. And every other snare, there's this little sound that I added on top. It's not really that noticeable. Alright, and then I added this sound in between also. Sounds kind of like a sword or something. Not really sure what the sound is, but it sounds good. And then I added these two snare sounds throughout the beat. They're from a drum loop. I was trying to use a drum loop before, but I didn't really like the drum pattern, but I like certain elements in it, so I cut certain elements out. That's what these sound like. And then for the hi-hats, I added these because they sounded more live. And then I added this perc loop on top. After that, I added these extra sounds. So those go back and forth. Sounds like someone flicking a bottle and then someone clapping. And I added this sound and this sound. This is what all the drums and percussion sound like together, and the bass. So that's pretty much it for the beat. If you want a version without the actual acapella, I could probably figure out how to play what she's singing on the keys and put it on Spotify. So if you want that, let me know in the comments below. And here's the full beat.
Me if they should go on, Mr. Laurie.
So that's it for the beat breakdown. If you like the song, it's on SoundCloud. I'll probably upload it to Audius too. If you want a version for Spotify, let me know and I'll figure out how to play the melody she's singing on the keys. Also, if you like any of my music, follow me on Spotify, share it with your friends, add it to playlists. So hopefully one day I can do this full time. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.